Hello, everyone. I have a fucking treat for you all. Guess who's back in the motherfucking house? From a long hiatus.
What it is, yo? It's me. Hello, it's me, Amber, and I am back.
It is my favorite bitch from the Hundred.
Right. What's
Amber
the honey
Lynn.
side on the side? Right. That's old school. That's old school ghetto for you youngins.
So I am opening it up to you.
Yay!
We're going to discuss whatever you want to discuss.
Let's
You
get-
know I can piggyback off of whatever you come up with.
And you know my brain go crazy.
I know. So I'm giving you the floor today, bitch. I mean, I missed you.
Yes.
The show has missed you. So I'm like, I've been waiting for you to be like, okay, I want to come back.
I do.
So-
Okay, go.
So I'm happy you're here,
Right.
bitch.
I feel like you be doing it. Like, I be like, I ain't added a motherfucking thing to that show. I ain't doing nothing.
No.
Aspen got it covered.
No,
But
not at
I'll
all.
be having to take my mental health breaks because, you know, your girl be depressed. Your girl be depressed, okay? Or I don't know. I'm trying to think like, I was depressed for a long time. For many years of my life, I struggled with depression, and depression ain't cool. But now I'm kind of out of that depression season, and it's like cultivating healthy habits, because the habits you develop when you depressed don't be cool.
Okay, let's talk about that because
Yes.
I'm wondering for myself, like, am I depressed? Because I am dealing with a whole lot of deaths right now. For a very long time, it's like average 2 deaths a month. And these
That's a
are
lot.
people that predominantly known me my whole life.
Okay.
So it hits hard every time.
Mhm.
And I'm wondering, do I do stuff that people do when they're depressed? I don't know.
Okay, so how about Black woman depression is a whole different depression. How about Black women mostly have symptoms of walking depression and or high functioning depression? That means you don't even realize you're depressed. Most Black women who are depressed, studies show, my ass would know because I'm a geek, studies show that we either feel like we are overwhelmed, unaccomplished, not good enough, not doing enough. So we don't register these feelings as depression. We register these feelings as like, I gotta do better. I gotta be better. I gotta try harder. I'm dropping the ball. When in reality, that's just how depression shows up in Black women. So
That's very interesting.
ain't it crazy?
I've been depressed all my life.
I always feel like I'm not doing enough.
Join the party. Join the
Oh my
club.
God.
I have also been depressed my whole life, but honestly, a lot of Black women are. A lot of Black women walk around constantly with feelings of inadequacy and feelings of I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough. That is why we are, in my opinion, the most educated. That's why we out getting PhDs in this motherfucking starting businesses left and right. It's because without that, we don't feel like we're worthy enough just as we are. With our bachelors, with our masters, with our GEDs, with what else? The diploma. Like, we don't feel worthy. So you could be. It took me till adulthood to realize that I was a depressed child. All I knew is like, I could never keep stuff organized. My room was always a fucking depression room. Always like, just messy, not so much with like food and crap like some people's are, no judgment, but just clothes everywhere, you know?
Not dirty. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
just
saying?
clothes everywhere. But once I got into my adulthood and I did some therapy and really started learning myself and learning what depression actually is and how the symptoms show up in Black women, I said, oh yeah, for sure, that's it. And then once I sat in that with myself, I also noticed depression in so many people around me that I thought was just bitches.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Girl, your homegirl ain't a bitch, she's sad, okay? Your auntie is not a grouchy asshole, she's sad, okay? She depressed, she needs some help, ain't nobody helping her, and she grouchy every day because she know it's something wrong, but she don't know what it is.
She a sad ass bitch.
It is. And she need more than your prayers, bitch, okay? We need therapy and we need help. If you need therapy and help, go get therapy and help. God is amazing.
That's the
I
thing
love
with
God.
that,
God
though.
is amazing.
That's the thing with that though. You have to go get the help.
Yeah, God gave us doctors for a reason, though.
So it's not like I can really help you with that. You got to help yourself.
I think that you have to cultivate a loving and supporting environment. I'm very free with my depression because I want people to feel comfortable with me in a safe space, and I want them to know, like, if I see any symptoms of this inside myself, I'm gonna go and get help. I never want it to be like a secret thing. One thing we gotta stop doing as Black peoples is keeping everything a goddamn secret. It's so much secrecy
That would never
and
happen.
hidden.
That would never happen because Black people, we want to look good and we want to shine always. We don't never, not we. Because me, I'm going to tell you where I'm failing, and and I'm very public about that.
Yeah, because you're a genuine person. Yeah. I'm the same way, but I'm the same way, and I connect with people in that way to offer and hold a safe space, especially for women, because I see it on you. Like, I see it on you. I see it in your spirit. I see it how you navigate, and I always want to be open and free with my issues, because for whatever reason, bitches think my life is easy and perfect. And let me tell you,
because you don't look like what you've been through.
I don't look like what I've been through. Yeah.
Black people are about. Like, we never look like what we've been through. We always cover it up with glam and
all that shit.
Yeah, and big personalities, but inside we dying.
Yeah, well, fuck that. I want to live. I'm trying to grow and bloom like a flower, and I'm trying to help and support as many women to grow and bloom like a flower with me. I want us all to live. I want us all to thrive. Like, life is hard on us enough. We Black, we're women, number one, and we Black women. It's like oppression on top of oppression. Yeah. And it's so much talk about feminism and women don't want to be women anymore. You have to offer a safe space to be a woman. I am a very soft and sensitive woman, like naturally more of a submissive woman, naturally more of a softer woman. This world is not made for softer women. So if you are naturally more of a softer woman, you will fall into depression more easily, because it's like everybody got their foot on your neck all the time, and I got feelings. I am sad. I am hurt. Like, I just can't pick up and move on like some people can. So.
I feel like I don't view myself as a soft girl. I mean, a man can put me in that way, like when he's exhibiting his, manly.
I view you as the cool girl.
But I'll be too cool. That's another thing. I'm trying to find my balance with that, because people at work, men that want to fuck. I mean, people in general see that and be like, I could take advantage of her. I'm going to manipulate her. I am going to disrespect her. I feel like that's what I get, because they see that I have a pure heart. Like, oh, she's a good person. Because you're a genuine person. And that's why I gotta be a bitch. Because no, bitch, I see you. Yeah. And I'm not stupid.
I feel like that as well. And I feel like that a lot too. Like, people are taking advantage of me. People are using me. But for me personally, I didn't have no fucking boundaries. So it's like, of course you're taking advantage of me, because I'm not telling you no hard no's. Yeah. I was being overly compassionate because I am really empathetic and giving people passes. Yeah. And then when I stopped giving passes, I was going off like a Tasmanian devil, looking like a goddamn psychopath. So now, this bitch crazy. So now you have to vet people out. Not everybody is worthy enough to be close to you. Not everybody is worthy of your compassion. Not everybody is worthy of your empathy. Everybody is worthy of respect. You respect these people, but once I see somebody moving shady, I'm not fucking with them. Exactly. And period. Like, if you know me and you watch this podcast and I cut you off, you did something. And I'm the cutoff queen. And it's not necessarily because I think people are bad people, but spirits are contagious and infectious. And if you got a negative spirit, a nasty spirit, a mean spirit, I don't want that shit rubbing off on me. And we are the accumulation of the 5 people that we be with.
Girl, story time. Let's get into some shady shit. Story time. My aunt, who I do not really know, she is from Louisiana. I've met this bitch probably 4 times in my life. And one time was when I was a really small kid. So damn near close to nothing. Yeah.
I don't know this hoe.
So I don't know how she is. Yeah. I can only go off of really cutesy, like
Facebook posts like, "Oh, I love you, niece.
The
and
fake
you look so
shit.
beautiful." And da, 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 da.
That'd be the fake shit.
And so let me say, this is not my Auntie Georgia, who I do love. That be on Facebook heavy. Auntie, I love you.
Anyway,
No aunties were harmed in the making of this podcast, okay?
Not that auntie. But so there's some land that's in me and my brother's name, a couple of cousins. She is trying to get us to gift it to her ex-husband. And I'm like, bitch, who gifts land?
Ignorant motherfuckers.
Their lawyer called and was trying to manipulate me and Byron, talking about, oh, it ain't worth that much. It's probably worth maybe $10,000-$15,000. I said, I don't want to cut you off, but I don't give a fuck if it was worth $50.
$2.
land
Does not depreciate, motherfucker. I'm not stupid. I did the research. I see that you're 15 minutes away from an up and coming uptown, if you will. I've seen the the neighborhood. It's not a bad looking neighborhood. And how about we did our research and found out the ex-husband is down the street. He has a house and he has land right next to the house, and he wants that house that they lived in rent free for hella long, and then they let it die, basically. So it's in, because my dad is gone, it's in my name and Byron's name or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't care that it's a million people names on this land. I'm not, and my cousins, they didn't wrote their rights away to this man who they don't even hardly know. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing that. And she's like, well, you don't know what all goes into it. Now she in my pockets. You don't know what all goes into it. At first she says $25,000 to get rid of this house. I did my research. I called around. They said $7,000 to $8,000 to get rid of this house because the house has to come down. It's abandoned. It's a tree growing in the middle of it, so it needs to be demolished. And I told her it's only $7,000 to $8,000 to get rid of it. I have it. I'm gonna do it. Did you know she got so mad because her whole story is, we got to get rid of this house and we don't have the money to do it, but your Uncle Roy has the money to do it. Bitch, he's not my uncle. First of all, I don't know this man.
And why you riding for your ex-husband? Bitch,
because she's a fucking con artist. Yeah. So I called one of my cousins. He's a politician, so he knows what's going on in his city. Like,
he knows shit about to happen before shit happens.
He knows that it's about to be developed.
Yes.
The worst thing that you could ever do is sell some land when it's going through some gentrification. So if that shit is about to go through some gentrification,
I'm sure
you tear it down, you demolish it, you do whatever you got to do. But if it's enough to put a house on, either get you a little house built on it or you sell that shit to whoever wants to buy it. You can sell that to some upcoming developers, depending on how big the lot is.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and get mills.
Why would I gift land? Are you silly? So then she's in our pockets talking about, y'all ain't got, what y'all gonna do? Put a $200,000 $200,000 house on there, and they're like, girl, shut up. First of all, you don't know our money. So don't try to act like we ain't got it.
And don't worry if I am putting a $200,000 house on it. That ain't none of your business.
Exactly,
ma'am.
And ma'am, there's no houses on that block that's $200,000. Okay, it's in a little town in Louisiana. Stop playing.
How much are the houses on that block worth?
Like probably $100,000.
Girl, please. You can get a house built from the ground up, and your mortgage should be $600, $700, and you can rent it out to somebody, especially if they about to gentrify and get double that. Auntie, if you don't get out of my face,
girl,
she acting like the crackhead auntie. Are you the crackhead auntie? Because you acting like it.
That's why.
Forgive me, ma'am. I do not know you.
That's what I said. I said, Byron, you think she on crack? She don't look like she on crack, but she act like she on crack. She getting so mad at us.
Up from the 80s because it is 2023 and we still questioning motherfuckers about being crackheads. Like, you think they are crackheads?
But she did some shady shit when my aunt died out there. My aunt died, let's say at 9 a.m. This bitch went to the bank, cashed a check for $3,000 in her name by noon. Bitch.
That's
You're
how they
a
do
shady
you.
ass
No.
bitch.
It gets ugly when it comes to people's death and money. It gets ugly. I don't necessarily want to deal with family and money anyway, because family be on some weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, business and family don't mix. I know that 100%. And fuck her. Fuck you,
Yeah.
auntie. You ain't
And then the
cool.
lawyer gonna call. He worried about his buddy talking about, yeah, I'm out about $5,000 because I didn't, did my part and this and that. I said, well, you have to talk to Uncle Roy about that shit, because I ain't never hired your ass to do anything.
So he tried to call you for money?
Yeah, no, he's telling us that basically he is Roy's partner.
Mm-hmm.
Is where he talked himself into a hole for a lawyer.
So they all in a hole. Yeah, you smart.
Y'all all on the same fucking scheme.
They all in an old school fandango.
Yes.
Old school fandango. Yes. It's a scheme.
He like, we gonna call these kids in California and tell them this ain't worth nothing. What you think it's worth? Don't talk to me like I'm stupid, nigga.
Bitch, we city girls. Okay.
Hey, I pay more in rent than the taxes that's owed on that house. Shut the fuck up.
And I'ma pay shit.
And then her
ass. If it is something old, you can go and pay all the taxes and all the shit. If everybody in the family owns, like, if it's some acres and everybody got some acreage and it's taxes due on their acreage that they haven't paid and it's in arrears, you can pay yours and theirs. I'm like, you can pay yours and theirs. Girl, it need to be yours.
You know that tax is about $200 a year.
Oh wow.
And she tried to act like, Roy been helping me pay this every year because I ain't had the money. First of all, bitch, if you needed help, look at all these names that could have helped you. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Her and Roy is doing plotting and scheming together. If you ever with your ex-husband on some money shit, it's because y'all was getting money together.
Exactly.
Like, this is a good business partnership. I know we don't like each other, but
And then she gonna tell me, well, Byron whole thing is I want to keep it in the family.
Yeah.
Well, she's like, well, I am going to keep it in the family. I'm going to gift it to Roy, and then eventually it's going to be gifted to your cousins. And we're like, why the fuck won't you just gift it to our cousins right now if you're going to keep it in the family?
Yeah.
But why the fuck do you think we're going to gift it to anybody? We're going to keep it here in the family, bitch. Well, what are you going to do? How are you going to keep the maintenance up? I'm going to call the local lawnmower motherfuckers and keep the lawn cut. What's your other question, bitch?
Yeah,
I'm at this point, she's bitch to me. Because I'm just like, you a fucking scheming ass bitch.
Yeah.
We're not little kids, bitch. I'm damn near 40.
Don't say that out loud. I'm damn near 40, bitch. Got me turning my nose up at you. Like, I don't need no motherfucking reminders how old I am.
I am. The best looking 40-year-old.
I don't need no reminders. Thank you.
Oh my God.
It don't matter. I'm still a young thing to a 50-year-old. So, any men 55 and up, you are my demographic. I'm not dealing with you young hoes no more. Everybody under 50, no, sir.
I tried to give a young hoe a chance.
You did?
Yeah.
What happened?
Blew up in my motherfucking face, child. I didn't even go that young, child. It was 30-something.
They didn't have no daddy because they crack babies from the 80s. I'm not dating anybody from the 80s. 70 on down. If you was born in 65, you had a daddy, okay? He worked at a factory. He worked at the post office. He was a mechanic. He taught you how to do real nigga shit. After that 80s, you was born in 1980, anything. I'm sorry, sir, your daddy smoked crack. Bitch, and he did not teach you how to do man stuff.
I got a whole fucking checklist. Do you know how to work on cars? Do you know how to fix anything on a car? Do you know how to check the oil?
Yeah.
Do you know how to build furniture?
Now I got a story time. Did I ever tell you about the time that I needed my tire change? I got a flat tire at my daughter's school and I needed my tire change. Granted, I know how to change my own tire, but bitch, I'm never changing. Ever. Okay? Ever. So I'm at to school, I get the flat tire, and obviously men come to help me. So it's a young man and an older man. The young man was 30 because he told me the older man was 55. Older man get out the car. I'm like, this old man, I like him. Like, he buff, he brown. Like, he get out the car. He like, hey, young lady, how can I help you? What's going on? And you know me, I'm like, my tire.
Damsel in distress.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, my tire is flat and I don't know what to do. I'll call my dad, but he's not answering the phone. I need help. He like, do you got a jack? I got a jack in my car. He said, where's your tire? Just let me handle it. So I said, okay. So then the young dude come. I don't know why he came. You know what? I'm wrong. The young dude came first and didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And the old dude saw our interactions and peeped the scene. So the young dude came. He like, what's up? I'm like, oh yeah, you know, my tire blew out. He was like, all right, little mama, let me help you. He being a young man. I'm like, okay. He like, you got one of them things? Now, mind you, I had just finished dating a person at the time who bought me like the industrial strength car jack. I had one of the big giant ones that the mechanic used. And I was like, yeah, I got that. I pulled that out. And he was like, I don't know what to do with this. He didn't know what he was doing. So, okay, cool, whatever. So then the older man is watching us struggle. And then he come over and he's like, y'all need some help? How can I help you, little lady? So then I'm like, oh yeah, you know, this is happening. My dad's not answering the phone, yada, yada, yada. So the old man come and do everything. And he like, oh yeah, son. They start talking. He like, yeah, son, I'm 55. I know how to handle this. Like, this is easy. You know, this is basic stuff you got to learn. And he like, yeah, I'm 30. You feel me? Nobody never taught me how to do that. And I'm sitting there being a woman, like, I'm literally in the middle. I can date either of these men.
Right.
Like, I can date down and date the 30-year-old, or I can date up and date the 55-year-old. And in the presence of two men, the younger man felt so boyish with the man and with the other man. Like, the older man came and took control of the whole shit. Me, the nigga. Like, if we was a couple, he would have been mad. Because the older man came in and ran the show. And he was like, son, and then you know my ass don't make it no better. Because I'm like, thank you. Thank you. You know, like, cute. I appreciate you. He was attractive in a way that, I don't know, I think I'm into masculine energy. Exactly. And I don't think a lot of younger men have masculine energy. I think they're very feminine. And he was very attractive in the way that he would know how to take care of me. That's one thing that I noticed with older men. It's completely different. Like, they just know they're going to open all my doors. They're going to say, you're good. You like, what do you need? Very much.
They're going to wait for you to go inside your door at your house.
Yeah, take care of you. Very much what society makes it seems like the woman's job is to do, I really feel like is what masculine men do. Masculine men, from my experiences, are very catering, very nurturing, very like, I got you, baby girl, don't worry about it. Like, I'm saying, oh, I'm worried. I've been, in the car with somebody, I'm worried about this bill. I owe $1,200. Like, I got to pay this. It's kind of stressing me out. And they just looked at me and was like, don't worry about that. I got it. But that's what I noticed with masculine men. They kind of, I don't want to say they live to make your life easier, but they do want to make your life easier. It's some crazy shit. Because then it's like, then the feminine men, well, like, what you cooking?
We in the last days.
Girl, I had a man tell me to make him a tomahawk steak.
Shut the fuck up.
And I was like, this bitch crazy. I wanted to, girl, I did not disrespect that man. I said, ooh, Amber, you have grown. Because had you been the old Amber, you would have been like, bitch.
Where was y'all even at in y'all relationship?
We never got to have a relationship. Okay, so listen. Fellas, if fellas watch this show, we never got to have a relationship. I was trying to get to know him, and we were arguing all the time. For like 6 hours.
Was he a Taurus?
He was a Cancer. Cancers, heal your sensitive soul, baby. Okay? I know that you are very sensitive and all of that shit, but you are a bitter bitch when you are not healed. I've been meeting a lot of Cancers lately. Some of them have been really sweet. Like, one Cancer was secure in his masculine. He was younger than me, but he was with the woman for like hella years, and he had a family. He was a provider. He was very much in his masculine role. This Cancer, I don't think he'd ever had like a long-term relationship or been with a woman for real in general. So I feel like...
Was he gay?
He told me he didn't like women. Like, that came out in the conversation, and it made me be like, oh, let me switch my shit up. Because I always look at people as my reflection. And he told me that he didn't like women. He said women got poisonous spirits. But I be feeling like that about men. Like, I can't stand these niggas. They stupid. But then I was just like, oh, Amber, check yourself. Because you saying, how you going to say you don't like men, but you obviously want to be with a man. And this man who doesn't like women is just your reflection. And he's reflecting all your sick shit back to you. So heal it up.
You need a man from your daddy's generation.
Girl, one of them was looking at me today. He had to be about 60, and he was just so nice and polite. And I was like...
And it's like, that's so fucking sad that that's what we can't find is a man in our...
I argued with this man on the phone for 6 hours. And I said, kindness gets you everywhere with me. Kindness gets you everywhere. You have to be kind. And he would want to... He was really intelligent. And he would want to debate a lot. And what I think he would do is a lot of gaslighting and manipulation to women. And because he was smart, he was able to outsmart them. One thing about Amber, baby, I'm smarter than you think I am. And I'm always going to play dumb. In every situation, I'm going to play dumb. Because I'm going to have the full court advantage. Because I'm going to see you for exactly who you are before you see me for who I am. So I just play dumb and listen to him. And the more and more I talked with him, I was like, this nigga ignorant. And he's intelligent. But he liked to debate. I think that turned him on. Like, some people get turned on from arguing. Mm-hmm. And I think he would think like, ooh, you build up all this sexual tension. We're arguing. But no, I don't like you. Yeah. This is not building up sexual tension, to the point where I even asked him, like, have you been to therapy? You know, what do you do for your wellness? How do you take care of yourself? And he was like, I ain't never been to the white man's therapist. And then I said, whenever you get into the white man's
man that does therapy.
But it was everything. I ain't been to the white man's therapy. I don't believe in a white man's marriage. I was like, okay, nigga, you finna be one of them niggas like, I ain't had a job since 1942 because the white man. And I ain't got no time.
He that nigga that's gonna be working for the white man all the rest of his life, but don't do nothing else that the white man do. That's that ignorant, stupid shit.
Well, he was different. He was completely different than the guys that I like to date. My dating record is a little bit like Shallow Hal. Everybody that I liked was fine, for real. Mm-hmm. I can't act like I'm not physically attracted to people. I got a lot of Aries placements. I gotta want to fuck you.
But wait a minute, let me step in and say...
when a man exhibits masculinity,
it makes him so attractive.
Yeah. So I don't feel like you just go for face value.
I don't go for face value. I don't just go for face value. I go for men who do appear to be more dominant and masculine. But he was completely opposite. Like, he was around like my complexion, your complexion. He was a little heavier, maybe like 300.
He is a teddy bear.
He was a teddy bear. Okay. And I was expecting him to be nice. Like, is that me? Wait. That's me. I was expecting him to be nice.
Yeah.
And I think he thought that I was just some hot bad bitch that was trying to pimp a nigga. And I'm like, you don't even know me. If I was a gold digger bitch, why would I be dating you? Why would I even be talking to you?
I do get offended when an ugly fat nigga talk to me like he ain't fat and ugly.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
I mean, that sounds bad, but it's just like...
Yeah. I wouldn't say ugly.
Do you not know you hella ugly?
I wouldn't say ugly. I wouldn't say this man was ugly. He was just average. He wasn't just... He was just average. But I don't know. There's something with me. Every man that I've had something with, from the minute I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, it's going up. Like, literally, the first little glimpse, it was like, we gonna go together. And we did. Every man. And I didn't feel that little we gonna go together feeling. I was trying to build something slowly. But I ended up blocking him. Like, literally blocking him without even telling him. Because I was arguing with him in my mind for days after we had the conversation. And I was like, bitch, you're bad for my mental health. You're bad for my mental health. I ain't even see your dick. You ain't even pay the bill. And I'm over here stressed out.
Okay.
Nigga, get on and get spit on. Yeah. Nigga, you ain't worth it. You ain't worth it at all.
That's hilarious.
But
listen, I feel like my karma has come and whooped my ass a little bit. because I am that person that will block you and not explain to you why you've been blocked.
Oh yeah.
And then when you get around that block, I'll block you again on whatever number you're using. Like I've had one person get around that block with an iPad, all kind of shit. Like found me on TikTok, and I'm just like, it's hard for me because I'm on every social media outlet there is,
looking
but Twitter
up and amazing. I'll be messaging you.
Niggas resort to fucking YouTube.
Hey,
be on the YouTube making comments like, well, thanks for subscribing. I'm still not going to reply. But anyway, I'm stopping. I'm not going to do that anymore because I feel like my karma is coming whooped my ass a little bit about that. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to start giving these niggas an explanation as to why I'm not going to fuck with y'all. I was trying to give you an easy way out because my tongue is bad. Like, I don't want to hurt your feelings with my tongue. I'd rather just block you and just let you get over me, next week.
I mean, it gave me a quick 2-piece. It done gave me a 2-piece one time for the one time, a couple times over bad decisions I'd have made. So it could be.
Yeah.
I got stood up on a date.
Let me tell you.
Okay, so I was getting to know him. He got sick, so I was like, we're not going on a date this weekend. He's like, why? I'll be fine. We have 3 days, and then it's the date. And I'm like, no. I'm not going on a date. Let's just continue to talk and get to know each other. We'll go on a date the next week. Next week comes, he's like, there's a miscommunication with the baby mama, with the kid. So he running dummy late. And I was like, okay, well, let's try again next week. Next week come, I'm literally waiting for him. And he's acting like, oh yeah, I'm on 101 right now. I'm in hella traffic. Then he calls back, I'm on 680. I'm going to hit you when I get to 580. All the while, he never sounds like he's in a car. And I'm just thinking like, what's going on? And then an hour past the time we were supposed to meet for this date, I hit him, he don't answer. I said, oh, he's standing me up. Why the fuck would you even make up that you're on the freeway to come meet me? And then that made sense because last week you were acting like something was going on with the baby mama when you probably wasn't trying to come and hang out. Like, are you that bitch made because I told you I don't want to hang with you?
Yes.
That first time because you were sick? Yes. My nigga?
Yes, he is.
You're a grown ass fucking man. You're in your 40s.
What that mean?
Why the fuck would I want to hang with you? Heal. And then we'll get to know each other better. Over the phone. We have been talking every fucking day for 3 fucking weeks. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to block your ass. I'm going to let you have it. Yeah. Because this is my karma coming back to me, I feel like.
It's not your karma. It's not your karma. It's just, you want me to tell you what it really is?
Yes.
It's your lack of boundaries in choosing these men who don't even deserve to smell your pussy. Like, quite obviously. And that's really what it is.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, you are choosing the wrong men. And just the way our minds work, we're socialized to choose the wrong men. We see all these thuggish, ruggish, bone-ass men on TV and in music, and we listen to these things, and it seeps into our mind, and we think that these are the type of men that we're supposed to be with.
But can I say that this is not that? I went for somebody who was total opposite of that I thought was, oh, he a real good stand-up kind of guy I don't go for. Usually.
Same thing I did, right? I think
they bad all over.
Yeah, I think those guys think because, I don't know, I think those guys think that we didn't went out here and just fucked a bunch of thugs and now we coming back to them so they could save us and clean their life. Like, them niggas be the ones that's bitter because they never got picked and nobody liked them in high school. And
I think so.
And then they get older and that somebody is actually trying to like them and they see she's beautiful, she's vibrant, she's fun, and they don't think, oh, this bitch is trying to give me a chance. They think, oh, this bitch only want me now because these niggas didn't want her because their brain fucked up. These niggas be girls because they didn't have no daddies and their mamas treated them like ladies.
So this is what happens with me. You know what my dating app is? Instagram.
Oh my God.
So I get a lot of guys, and I actually put on my DM, do not DM me.
Of course they're gonna DM you.
So, but some guys be cute, and I be like, what's up with it? You feel me? What you about? But they be fans. And so I give you the time of day, and you don't know how to fucking act. And there's been times where a man will show up, for a date or whatever, but there's no chemistry,
I feel like chemistry grows.
But no, let me clarify. One time we was hitting it off. The conversation was great, but it's hard to explain. After I went to his house, I was like, this ain't the nigga for me. You see how a nigga
What
live?
was it?
And
what
you
was
be
it
like,
about him?
Give me the fuck up out of here. You feel me? Like, so
was his house dirty?
It was cluttered than the motherfucker. And I can't deal with that.
Like he lives with his granny, and his granny is a hoarder.
Yes. So it's like I can't do that. But I know it's weird because it's like to say I have fans.
It is
weird.
not fucking weird, bitch.
But that's what they be, and they be like, let me see if I could talk to her and see if I get close to this bitch. I be feeling like, and so I don't. 95% of the time, do not go for it. But every now and then, a nigga get past, and I be like, let's see what's up with blood. Yeah, you feel me? But I've had some good Instagram connections. I will say I had a whole fucking relationship out of Instagram. So,
what's wrong with me? Because I don't never meet nobody.
First of all, you're never on social media.
I like that for me though.
Yeah, I love it for you.
I love being a ghost.
Yeah.
Social media is not good for my mental health. I got to get back on for business purposes. I turn every nigga down ever. Like literally every nigga down ever. I be turning them all down because I feel like it's a waste of time. But these old men, I'm going to stop turning them down. Them grandpapas, 55 and up. But I don't want no young hyphy movement. I don't want none of that shit. I don't want none of them gang members, tight legging jeans. I don't want a nigga that's gonna ask me to make him a tomahawk. Bitch, that's what I wanted to say to that Aspen. I wanted to be like, bitch.
We are 5 minutes into this shit.
It's wrong with you.
For a tomahawk.
I think that, I don't know. I think I give gold digger vibes. I got to. Because
maybe you should.
But
these broke little boys, so stop them from talking to you.
But it don't stop the broke niggas from trying to talk to me. It make the broke niggas talk to me and then try to pump themselves up and say that they want all this expensive stuff from me. And it's like, bitch, I ain't finna pay for you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
I'm not about to buy you a cheeseburger.
Target.
Yeah. We are. Cause bitch, we doing really, really fucking good for some single women.
Are we?
We are.
I want to be doing
Look
so
at
much
your
better.
fucking hair, bitch.
Right. But I'm like, when you say doing
you're still
good,
thriving.
I am thriving.
You got your own place.
Yeah.
You don't rely on nobody for shit.
I don't.
Same here, bitch.
That's good.
My bills are paid.
My bills is paid. That's what I
got a couple of fucking vacations lined the fuck up.
Right. Couple of cars, couple of businesses, couple of streams of income.
Bitch,
I aspire. I'm still working in that. I do got a couple of streams of income. I do got a couple of things.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to hype yourself up. I'm your hype man for
right. I know. I don't be hyping myself. I'm low key. I don't care. I don't know. I care about things, but not in that way. And I think that kind of fucks me up for dating. Because I think my appearance tells you that I'm the type of woman who really cares about material things. But the way my heart is set up, I care less. I do care about stuff. Let's get that together. I'm a thingsy kind of girl. I love flowers. I love dates. I love things. I don't know you like me if you don't buy me gifts. Let's say that right now.
You don't even like me for real.
Yeah, I don't know you like me if you're not buying me gifts, honey. I don't. But the way my heart is set up, I genuinely like to connect with people. And I think sometimes when people are what society deems is attractive. I'm not even gonna say like, you know, I think when people are what society deems is attractive, if they got like beauty and brains or beauty and a heart or beauty and a sensitive person, it kind of gets taken advantage of. Like, nobody wants you to be cute and nice. Yeah. They want you to be a cute bitch. Yeah. And when you're not a cute bitch, it's like, oh, then I'm gonna try to get over. And it's like, I'm actively choosing not to be a bitch. It's in me.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, like, it's
from
in
our
me.
Mamas.
From mama, exactly. It's
the biggest bitches to ever come out of Sabrina Park. I don't know who's the biggest bitch. Maybe your mama. Your mama might be bigger bitch than my mama.
Pray for my mama. Pray for my mama. My mama been getting better.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've been like, I don't know who this lady is, but thank you, God. God is good all the time. Okay. And all the time. But
I've been having to check my mom. And she been acting like,
yeah.
Like, girl, yes.
Yes. Bitch, get with it.
You have a problem.
We're active.
Yeah. Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Nobody's told you this before?
She like, knew it. Bye. She just didn't think you was gonna tell her.
Yeah, I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, let me tell you about yourself.
I want us. You're making me miss the Amber and Aspen show. I miss the Amber and Aspen show. We need to go. We need to do like an activity series. Okay. Like Amber and Aspen finds a man. Amber and Aspen finds a man.
Like speed dating.
Yeah, and I find your man.
Like, sir, I have this camera right here. Don't worry. I will blur your face out. I just need them to hear what you said.
Yeah, I find your man and you find mine.
Oh my God, that would be bomb.
Why
don't we do an experiment?
Yeah, we should.
On a dating app, though.
Date my friend.
Yeah.
Oh my God, where I be you and you be me. Yes. Oh my God.
You send me your pictures. I send you my pictures. And we go through it, and I'll be like, this is a good match for Amber. And you do the same.
Yeah, because I'm probably going to fuck my shit
and the day, okay, but the day of the date.
Well, actually, we do have to talk to these guys, huh? I was about to say, I feel like we shouldn't show each other what they look like until the day of the date.
I think this is phenomenal. Let's do this shit. This is a TV show.
I feel like I'm gonna want you to have a good man more than I'm gonna want myself to have a good man, and vice versa.
Well, no, I want us both to have a good man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like I can pick better for my friend, and
I would probably pick a better guy for you too. Oh, well, bitch, let's do it. Let's get active.
Do it. Watch me both strike out. Damn, that shit didn't even work.
No,
but that would be fun.
Yeah. I think that, I don't know, I'm pretty chaotic. Like, I'm a good time. And I might not be here for a long time. Like, I realized what I didn't realize now is, like, I loved the wrong niggas because they were fun. Yeah. And I'm a big, like, I like to have fun. Yeah. I'm a fun girl. Yeah. We gotta laugh, we gotta joke. Yeah. You gotta be my homie and my lover. But I done missed out on a few little boring guys because of that. But find me somebody boring. But attractive.
I'm just going to find you someone that I think looks good on paper. And I mean, I can't get too in depth with them, I feel like, because you got to do all the talking.
I feel like this needs to be a TikTok series. We need to do a Date My Friend TikTok series. Make some videos. This is my friend. This is why you should date her. You gonna be interviewing OGs. I feel like you gonna be interviewing like OG real estate agents, retired.
I think you're gonna be easy. You're gonna be easy to find for. Because you're open to older men. Yeah. You're open to white men. Yeah. Me, I ain't even open to Latinos, okay?
Do you know that black women and white men have a higher successful marriage rate than black women? And I even think black men. Don't quote me. But I feel like it's because we both alphas in our situation. Black women are definitely the alphas in their relationships.
I'm an alpha woman for sure, but when I notice with me, when an alpha man comes into my life, I'll be like a little puppy. I don't be like that very dominant woman. I just be like, okay, daddy, I'll do it.
I don't think I met an alpha. Well, you know what? I did meet an alpha man. I didn't realize he was an alpha man at that time. But now that I know about energy dynamics, he was very much alpha, and he very much like just wanted to take care of me. But I was very much aggressive, like get down or lay down. Like,
damn,
girl, we would go back and forth with each other.
And what happened?
Girl, probably
shit
somewhere.
Let's go dig his ass up.
We don't. I've been thinking about him lately too, and I'm like, we can't.
Where he at?
We can't dig him up. Wow. Because I feel like me and him, he is probably like the one that got away. Bitch. It's gonna be the never-ending saga with me and him. I feel like anything related to him, no.
Was Simba dominant? No.
Simba was
correct. What's the word?
Yeah.
Charismatic?
Charismatic as fuck. He was super charismatic. He knew how to handle me. That's one thing that's very interesting about him, which is probably why he had so many hoes. Naturally, he knew how to be with a woman. Like when I was piping up too much, he knew how to be like, you need to calm down. But not in a way that was like, in a very much like authoritative way. With his whole 5'5", 130 pounds soaking wet ass, he knew how to command a room and command a woman. He was very charismatic. But I don't know, I think I got to see a side of him that people didn't get to see because he was very like sweet and thoughtful. Like, I would be flat ironing my hair and he'd be like, babe, let me help you. This nigga helped flat iron my hair, wash it. He'd be in the kitchen doing the kids' homework, paint my toes. Like, he was a lover in the sense of I got to see a side of him that people didn't get to see. There was the other side that would cuss me the fuck out and call me 15 bitches. Blame that on East Oakland, I guess. I don't know. But he was sweet. But I think he felt safe to be sweet with me.
Okay.
I'd be interested.
So you don't necessarily need a alpha man then, because you and Simba was like two peas in a pod.
We was two peas in the pod, and we was.
I was like in the front seat of the car when we was going to First Saturday. Just thinking like, what the fuck is going on?
Ain't nobody. Yeah, everybody.
Like, y'all was talking. You was in there in the back with him, talking about the next nigga, and I'm just like looking in the rear view, like, Simba, you okay? Like, he didn't give a fuck.
We loved each other for real. Like, that was my first experience of like, I really love this nigga. Like, I love this man as a person.
And I think what he got going for him is that he was very secure in himself.
Yeah, he was very secure.
A lot of these niggas ain't.
Yeah, he knew exactly who he was. He was very secure in himself. And I don't know, he was a real nigga. Like, he had a conscience. That's where we bonded too, because if I fuck up, I'm gonna fuck up and be like, I'm wrong, I'm tripping. And he was that same person. Yeah. He was very much like, I'm fucked up, I did A, B, and C, and I know it, it's not cool, and we get over it. He was very introspective and very much a deep thinker, which is something that I think a lot of people didn't know about him, because we would talk for fucking hours. That's even how we even start like fucking with each other. Aside from I was trifling, blame it on my triflingness. But we talked the first day that we had not the first day, we talked through high school and was friends, and we kind of was friends between a friend of mine, and we got cool that way. But the first day we kicked it outside of her, we talked for 9 hours. Just talked. Just talk all day. Then the next day we talk. And I think that I respected his mind and I understood it, and he respected mine too. I think I'm a little bit more jaded than I was then. I think there was also a purity and a sweetness to me that he respected, like more of an innocence at that time. And he just liked how I did stuff. He would always tell me, like, when I take care of the kids, whatever I do, he would always just thank me, and he really loved me. I think he might have been my soul baby.
We're gonna dedicate this episode to Simba Rashe.
Pour some liquor for my homies.
Yeah.
That is the type of relationship that I want to have, because there's nothing that he could do to make me not love him. And I definitely saw him outside of his flaws, and I didn't look at him as like a bad person for doing A, B, and C. It was just like, this is who he is, and I accept this about him because I care for him, because I know he's just a flawed human.
And I wish I could look at and say that.
No, that's more healthy, because this other one, The Aquarius one, I kind of just loved his dirty draws. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Can't win with Aquarius. I just
No,
can't.
nobody can.
Or Aries.
You know how you win with an Aquarius? You do exactly what they say at all times.
And that ain't me, bitch.
And then you still gonna get rolled up.
Because I get mad when I don't get my way. So, no.
I don't know. I think that I'm very fiery and I need somebody that can handle me. My friend that I'm about to hang out with Saturday is a Virgo. Him and Simba got the same birthday.
That's crazy.
He remind me so much of him.
So what's up with him?
I love him and he love me. That's my nigga. We love each other.
Okay.
Like real type of love.
You don't want to explore that?
Well, we've explored. But we've explored.
Hey.
But
Just want to keep it in the friend zone?
I don't think that I'm harder on these niggas than I look. And I think that I would be too hard for him. Like, he's used to being in a dominant position. And I think that potentially, like, I could possibly affect him and hurt him more than he could me. And I think he is afraid of that. Like, it's certain women that you can date and you know you
gonna hurt him.
Yeah. But I'm not intentionally trying to hurt anybody. I just think that my expectations are often unrealistic and way too high. And I don't think that he can live up to those expectations, even though he could. And I'm very much like...
Even though he could.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
But I don't know. I don't know. We'll
what
see after we
fuck. What is a high
fuck
expectation you think he can't possibly meet?
I just be feeling like, while you thinking of it, I'll be thinking financially. You have been doing this on your own for many of years. Why can't the next person do what you do? You're doing it, right? I'll be like, why
That's exactly how I feel.
Step in and take over?
They could if they wanted to.
But that's just my thought financially.
Yeah.
But what do you think about, like, what is the expectation that you feel like he can't?
Vulnerability.
That's a hard one for all these guys.
Yeah, but even in my partnerships, every man that I've been with intimately didn't cry to me, didn't told me his deepest, darkest secrets, didn't really like pour his soul to me. Intimacy and vulnerability is literally a requirement. And I think that they know that. So it's like, if you are unable to be vulnerable, then I'm not the bitch for you. Okay. Because I'm literally going to pull it out you.
Yeah. How long though in the relationship will you give them to warm up to doing that? Because off the bat, you can expect it.
But yeah, I can, because I want you to be honest and transparent. I'm going to be honest and transparent with you. And I definitely cultivate a safe space for my partners. I feel like I listen to them a lot and I respect them and give them time to voice their needs, as opposed to just telling them what I think and what I think they should do. I kind of lean back and ease and just listen to them more. So they are more vulnerable. But
it's kind of hard to put a time frame on vulnerability for me, because I'm not vulnerable. And
I'm vulnerable.
And so if I'm vulnerable with you, I feel really comfortable with you. Last time I was vulnerable with someone, it went bad.
Well, the last time I was completely vulnerable with somebody and went bad, I was vulnerable with Simba in a way that was different than I was vulnerable this last time. With this last time, I think I'll let somebody see my ugly parts. And I had never let anybody see like my ugly parts, like my crazy psycho bitch shit. Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like,
even for you haven't let nobody in. How old are you? 25 now. So it's like, with men, it's probably way worse, you know. So I feel like, don't give it a couple of months. Like, no, bitch.
I need the vulnerability.
Give it some time.
Without vulnerability, I can't bond with you though.
you will eventually bond. He gotta feel like I can trust you. That don't happen in a couple of months.
I don't know. That's true. I realize that people approach trust differently than I approach trust. I trust myself. So
shit, I don't even trust myself.
I'm not having.
So I really fucking suffer. Yeah. I really do.
I trust myself, so I'm putting my faith and my trust in me, and not necessarily in you. Mm-hmm. So whatever the outcome in this situation is, I know that I'll be okay because I trust myself in my decision-making skills. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't trust themselves to where they can't be vulnerable. Because if you trust yourself, you say, this person ain't the one, so I'm gonna curve this motherfucker real fast because I see this person is at this level in their life and I respect it and that's okay. Mm-hmm. But that's not in alignment with what I'm going through. Yeah. It's like you gotta learn that self-trust, to trust your judgment, know you call a spade, know your feelings are valid when you feel it the first time. I've done that work with myself. So in a partner, I require that same work. I know I seem like the biggest gold digger. I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm light skinned with dark hair. I don't know. I have no idea.
Not light skinned with dark hair, bitch.
I don't know what it is. I'm a gold digger. But
maybe because you just carry yourself really well.
Maybe that must be what it is. I have no idea. But all I ask for is exactly what I'm offering. I'm not asking for a substantial about more. I'm not like, I gotta have a high 6-figure man. You can make low 6 figures. Listen. But that's because that's comparable to what I'm making, not because, like,
I'm gonna be the fucking auntie that never found nobody.
Don't even speak that out loud.
I'm just gonna be that free spirited auntie that, hey, you got an uncle this month, but you may not have him next year.
And you know what? That's okay.
And I ain't never bringing him around.
You just might need to meet the right person. Okay.
He doesn't exist.
I've
been waiting for her to come back and holler at us, even if it's just for an episode. I needed her to check the back in. Right. Okay. Thank you so much for coming, Amber.
Thank you for having me and being a guest. I wish I could.
She is still around, y'all. No.
Yeah, right. I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
We will hopefully see y'all soon. Thank you so much.
Okay, bye.